it's Eugenia. So as you can see, I'm back in Connecticut now for a bit. So I've been like traveling a lot the last couple of days. Like I flew into Boston, I was there a few days, and then I drove up here. So different background for a while because I'm in Connecticut. But anyways, so I know it's getting really close to Christmas and the holidays and all that. So I thought today I would do kind of like a holiday kind of makeup look. That's basically what this is gonna be, and I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and start. First thing I'm gonna do is just kind of, you know, put some moisturizer on. I'm using the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer. It's crazy, guys, because I'm actually going on another flight like tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to Disney World for like a week. I feel like I like live in Disney. It's crazy because I'm there so often. You guys are having a great December so far too. It's actually crazy to me that it's already December. Like I feel like that came so quickly. Next step is I'm going to do primer. For literally ever, I was using the Armani primer, which is pretty good, I think. To be honest, like, I don't really know how much it does or doesn't do, but I think it's pretty good. But anyways, I actually ran out and I was trying to buy another one, but it seemed like it was sold out everywhere. So I actually just asked you guys on Twitter. I was like, does anyone know a good primer I could maybe buy? Someone I know actually recommended this one to me. It is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I've actually been using this so much since then and I really like it. It feels really nice in your skin. I do feel like my makeup tends to come out really good like when I do use it. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna be using. Kind of a weird random question, but do you guys prime your neck? Like sometimes if I have a little bit left in my hands of primer, I kind of do, but I usually don't really, I guess, like prioritize it. I'm actually just gonna go wet my beauty blender and come right back, and then I'm gonna do foundation. A lot of you guys probably already know, like I love the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I use this a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Also guys, yesterday I was wearing my face stamps. I'm like obsessed with these Milk Makeup face stamps. I had on a star and then a moon. So just in case you see that, I'm sorry, but just so you know, that's what that is if you just see a little mark right there. They're amazing and honestly like they're very hard to wash off, but I honestly kind of think that's a good thing because that way, like when you're wearing them throughout the day, they really stay on your skin. Just thought I'd point that out. Guys, and this is like the most random thing ever, but I'm so excited for the Kingdom Hearts Remind DLC. I just can't stop talking about it. Like they posted a new trailer yesterday and it literally just looks like, well, not yesterday, sorry. That was the Final Fantasy preview yesterday. Well, yeah, trailer. But that was so good too. I can't wait for that too. I feel like next year, between Kingdom Hearts and then Final Fantasy VII Remake and everything, it's already such a good year for games. Like it's crazy. Guys, oh my gosh, okay, so I have some new friends here. I'm gonna get back to makeup in 1 second, I promise, but I think me talking about Kingdom Hearts like attracted it into my life because my mom just called me downstairs and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My King Mickey plush came. He is like the cutest thing ever. And my Chirithy, my little cute Chirithy, and my Meow Wow, and I was at the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra and I bought one of these like forever ago, but it just came. Okay, it is the Conductor's Keyblade set, Oathkeeper / Oblivion. I'm so happy this finally came. Oh my gosh, this is like the prettiest thing ever. Oh my gosh, guys, so actually 2 more boxes. So Pirate Sora is here. He's so beautiful. And Kyrie is here after all. I'm so excited. She looks so pretty. But I'm actually going back to makeup now. Next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move on to doing the concealer. But anyways, I'm using the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. I love this concealer so much. I think this concealer is so good. And I'm using the shade C2. I use this concealer pretty much like every day. So I do kind of go through it kind of fast just because like I love it and I use it so much. I actually just ordered a new one. Oh no, my computer just fell. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Like I said, I actually just ordered a new one, but that's okay. I think I still should have enough to do this. It's like the box says. The box says like a little goes a long way. And it really does. Like this concealer, I feel like the coverage is like really, really good. So you don't even really need to use that much to get a really nice effect. Okay, so now, like literally right after that, I'm going into powder. This concealer is so good that I don't even find that it like creases or anything, but I guess I just try to put this on really quickly. And this is also my favorite powder. This is the Jeffree Star. I think this is also the Magic Star powder. Yeah, I think they're both Magic Star. It's so good. I love this. It just feels super soft. It sets your makeup perfectly, I think. Like, I love it. And I use it in the shade Translucent. So I'm just kind of taking my beauty blender and I'm gonna put that right in the areas where I put the concealer on. Especially like under my eyes is where I really wanna get this right in there right away. Okay, so next I'm just gonna use a little bit more powder and I'm just kind of using like what's left here. Yeah, a little more because that wasn't that much. So just to like really set this. And I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of like in the rest of the areas of my face, just kind of lightly put that on just to like make sure that my makeup is all set. So next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna be doing contour makeup. This is actually something I just tried for the first time yesterday. It's the Anastasia. I never know if I'm saying Anastasia right. Like, I really like some of their products, but a lot of time I'm like feeling like I'm saying it wrong. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I think it's like Anastasia. Hopefully that's right. Anyways, so I'm using the Anastasia powder, well, the contour powder kit. I'm not really sure which shade is called what because they don't have the names right underneath, but I'm kind of gonna use, I think, like a mix of the first two and just kind of put contour makeup where I would normally put it. So yeah, okay. And I'm of course gonna do more highlighter later, but I don't know, I just kind of feel like it makes your skin look nice doing this. So I'm also just taking some of like the lighter highlight shades. And I think again, I'm just gonna kind of take a mix of these two, like the first two. So anyways, I'm just kind of putting that in areas where I'd highlight. Okay guys, well, today has been very eventful, in mostly good ways, but you guys missed it. Literally like the fire alarm was just going off like super loud and I was like, oh my gosh, just as I was like on the phone. I don't think it's real. I'm pretty sure that here sometimes there's like problems with the fire alarm. I just tried calling my mom so I could be like, hey, there's no fire, right? But she's not answering her phone. I think she's dropping off Buzz since we're leaving and going away for a week tomorrow. So I'm just like, but I don't think there's a fire and it stopped now after like a couple of minutes. So okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some blush. To do that, this is something that I've been doing. I actually saw this in like one of Jeffree's videos and I thought it looked super pretty, like how he did it, and I thought it worked really good, and I've kind of been doing it a lot now too. And I'm using the Shane X Jeffree Conspiracy palette, which is like the best palette ever. I love it so much. I'm actually using the shade Pigment, which I love this shade. I'm like forever grateful to have this palette. I love it so much. And Pigment, of course, is like super pigmented. So I'm just kind of using a little bit of it, and I'm actually just using it like as a blush and just kind of like blending it in to where I put the contour makeup. Putting just a little bit on my nose too. I just kind of think that looks cute sometimes. So next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna put on some highlighter. And the highlighter that I'm using today, it's the Jeffree Star Ice Cold highlighter. It's one of my favorites, and I'm actually gonna be using also something super cool and new on top of this. So I'm just gonna put this on first. Just kind of put that on where I would normally highlight. Next thing I'm doing, I'm so excited to do. I've been using these a lot lately and I bought them pretty recently, like when they came out. I bought the new Jeffree Star Extreme Frost. I bought them in 3 shades, so they all are like very pretty and very shiny. Each one kind of like reflects a different color. So this one is Gag Me. It's the blue one. I love this one. I've been wearing this one a lot. It's so pretty. Then yesterday, I actually tried for the first time Sour Ice, which is like the one with the green reflect. I think they're called reflects. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. There's also the pink one, which is Lick My Glit, which I haven't used this one yet, but I actually think I'm gonna use this one today. I can't wait to try this one. Okay, it's like the pink one. So I'm just gonna put that a little bit where I put my highlighter on. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So did you guys see that? Like, this is like insane pigment, and oh my gosh, like if you like highlighter, it's literally like the best thing ever. I'm just gonna put this on my other cheek right here. Look how crazy that is. I love it so much. Such a cool highlighter. And I like it so much, so I'm just gonna put like a tiny bit Also in like the tip of my nose, like right there. Now I'm gonna do my eyes. So I'm just gonna begin this by using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm probably gonna need a new one of these soon because I think I'm almost out, but that's what I'm doing. I know I'm definitely gonna use my Conspiracy palette because I love this palette. So I think just to kind of begin, I'm gonna start out using the shade Pigment and just kind of put that in my crease area. I think I'm gonna be using some reds today and like green and just making this like really cool and holiday-like, I guess. And like, it's not a joke. Like the name Pigment, it's like the pigment is crazy. I'm just kind of blend that all into my crease area. And I'm just kind of taking the shape of this out a bit further. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna be doing is going into the shade Flaming Hot. This is like one of my favorite shades. Honestly, this is such an amazing red shade. I'm just gonna start also putting that kind of like on my outer crease, just kind of like blending that and going a bit further in, because like I said, I really like this color. So I'm just kind of also beginning to blend that into like the outer part of my lid a bit. Probably gonna actually take it a bit further in my crease because it's just such a good red, guys. Then to just kind of blend that out more, above that, I'm going into Pigment again, and I'm just kind of blending like right above where I put Flaming Hot. And I think I'm also gonna blend it with a little bit of my Pills also, which is like this super light pink shade right there. So I'm just gonna also just kind of blend that like right on top. Next, I'm just gonna be using a little bit of concealer to cut my crease area. And to do that, I'm actually using a different concealer than I use for my face. I'm using again the Jeffree Star Magic Star, but this one is actually in C0, which is just kind of like a pure white concealer. So I feel like for cutting your crease and stuff like that, it's perfect. I like cutting it like a little bit more than halfway. So now the next thing I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the shade Diet Cola, which this is a super pretty shade. It's like a super pretty silvery shade. I'm gonna blend just a little bit more of Flaming Hot, kind of like on that outer lid slash crease area. I'm not sure if that's really what this is, but that's what I'm doing. I'm also just gonna take a little bit of the shade Conspiracy, and I'm gonna put that also kind of like near my inner corner right in there. Then I think for below my eye, I'm gonna go into Flaming Hot again, and I'm just gonna kind of like put on that right underneath, just kind of like smoke that out, I guess, and just kind of like connect the end. Next, I'm just gonna go into Ranch, which Ranch is definitely one of my favorite shades ever. It's super pretty. It's like such a nice white, and I'm just gonna putting that like in the very inner corner of my eye right there. And I'm kind of also putting that just kind of below my brow bone right here as like a highlight. I think I'm gonna use Sour Ice, also just like a little below my brow bone. I really don't need to put on too much of this to like really get a nice highlight effect, so I'm also just going back into Ranch and using the same brush that I used to cut my crease and just kind of lining it a bit more in the crease area right there and just like really separating where I cut this. I'm also going to be taking the ColourPop Frozen palette. It's the Elsa one. I've also been loving this palette. It's super pretty. And the shade right there in the middle, like the glitter shade, I feel like could work really well for this. I'm gonna put liner on too, so I'm gonna try to not go too crazy, but especially like kind of on the upper part of my lid. I might add more later, I don't know. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glitter. So I don't know, guys, I love glitter. Okay, so now my shadows are pretty much done, but my eye makeup is definitely not done. I still have something else really cool I want to do. But before I do any of that, I am just going to do the shadows on the other eye, and I'll do that off camera and then come right back. Alright, so both eyes now with eyeshadow I have done. I think that today I am gonna use the shade Teaspoon, and I'm just gonna put this like right in my waterline. I love that green color. I think that is like a super pretty green. I don't know how well you guys can see it like on camera. It's just kind of in my waterline, but I love that. I think that's probably one of my favorite ColourPop pencil liners. I think it's super pretty. Okay, so now I'm moving on to like my main liner, and this, I actually have a really cool idea, but hopefully it's gonna work okay, because I know I already did put a lot of glitter on my lid, which might make it a little bit harder applying eyeliner, but that's okay. I'm gonna try. Another thing I bought along with like those new Extreme Frost highlighters are the new Jeffree Star like limited, I think they're limited edition holiday lip set. It's like with 5 lipsticks, and one of them was the shade Mistletoe, which is like this green, super Christmassy, really pretty color. I'm actually gonna try to use this shade as a green liner. Oh wow, I have to say that already, like look at that pigment, guys. So already I feel like this can make a super cool, really pretty liner. Wow, this is working like very well actually. Taking that wing out pretty far because I do love doing dramatic eyeliner. Also, I'm just going to be taking it into the inner corner, which is something I like to do a lot of time when I'm doing my liner. I feel like that worked super good as a liner. I think that looks really, really cool. But I was liking how the liner was coming out so much that I probably did go a little bit thicker than I was originally anticipating on going. Just because I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. So then I just kind of kept putting more on and I was like, I don't know if I meant to make it quite that thick. But I'm okay with that just because, I don't know, I think it looks cool. So I'm okay with that. Alright, so I have the eyes both all done now with like the liner and the shadows and mascara and everything. Also like with my highlight work where I have like Lick My Glit, I think I am also actually gonna put a little bit of sour ice, kind of like on the top of that, so I have a little bit of like green too. I know that might seem kind of random, but these extreme frosts are honestly just so pretty. Like I love them. I feel like today I'm just gonna go a little crazy and do that. These are crazy. I love it. I have a little bit more of that applied. You guys might have thought I was done with the glitter, but I am not. I'm also gonna be using the ColourPop. It's from the Frozen collection, and this is, what is it? It's called the Dark Seed. I love this glitter. It's from the Elsa collection. I think these are called like glitter gels. I'm totally like forgetting right now. I absolutely love this. I think this is like one of the prettiest things ever. And just kind of like where I put my highlight, I'm also just gonna be kind of like patting on some glitter. I feel like with holidays too, this works really well. And personally guys, like I wear this pretty often. I just love wearing glitter. Yep. And this is another thing that I've been wearing like super often. So now next guys, I guess I'm moving on to lip. I think I'm actually gonna try out two different things, both from the limited edition new Jeffree lipsticks for like the holidays. I always love Jeffree's lipsticks so much, and I think these holiday lipsticks are like super cool and really pretty. So here is the first one I'm gonna be trying. This one is called Ho Ho Ho. Alright, so there is the red, guys. That's the shade Ho Ho Ho. That is like a super, super beautiful red. Like I really like it. It's actually a pretty dark red. Like I wasn't really expecting it to be. I don't know why. It's like in the package, you can clearly see that it's a pretty dark red. But for some reason, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be like the shade exactly, but it's so pretty. I love that it's kind of like a deep, super awesome red. I feel like for holidays, or really just for any time in my opinion, it's really pretty. So that's this shade here. I thought it would look really cool to also try the shade Mistletoe. I think that this lipstick shade looks really, really cool. I feel like it's just a really unique, really cool shade, so I thought I would try it. I don't know if this is all gonna go together, but I wanna try it, plus it's part of the Christmas collection, well, holiday collection. So, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Yeah, so there you guys can like really see the color then, and I don't know, yeah, I think this is like a really, really pretty, really cool green, and I just feel like it definitely looks like really Christmassy and cool. So that's this look also just kind of like with the green lipstick, so now you guys could see the green and the red. I really hope that you guys liked seeing this makeup, and I hope you guys like how these turned out. Let me know if you guys do, and let me know if you think this looks better with like the green or the red, or whichever you guys prefer, I guess. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have a great holiday and are having a great day today in general. I love you guys so, so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And you guys, of course, don't have to, but if you do want to know like when I post videos and stuff, then you can subscribe, and then it should tell you whenever I post a new video, especially if you click the bell icon. All right, well, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right.